Hi Cancer, it's Majori here from the Punk Priestess, and welcome to your February Tarotscope for 2022. So I cleansed everything with Palo Santo and my amazing Florida water that's in my shop. If you want to order some, it's incredible. So before we get into the reading, I like to start off with a signifier. So this is just kind of like the main energy happening for you. And I like to combine my readings with astrology cards and oracle cards, as well as tarot, of course. So we're just going to be mixing and matching and kind of seeing what comes up. And I will take pictures of the spread for you. So definitely that will be after the reading. You can look at that. Okay, so signifier, here we come. All right, very interesting start here. So what I have is the Seven of Swords upright. Try to get that clear for you. There we go. I mean, Seven of Swords reversed, not upright. It's hard sometimes, I'm looking at it backwards. Seven of Swords reversed. And then we have here the third eye chakra. Okay, so very interesting. And the Seven of Swords has been coming slowly. It's been slowly trying to like integrate. It's like way in to a lot of my client spreads and a lot of my readings I've been doing. So it's really interesting to like see it show up again. So, you know, what this is kind of indicating here is that you really need to use your intuition accordingly about certain people, certain situations this month. You know, what was revealed to you during the retrograde with Mercury that just ended? You know, what kind of feelings came up? What insight did you get? What knowledge did you receive or you didn't receive? Or so, like maybe you're still waiting on some information, maybe you're still waiting on some clarity. And this can be really in relation to a lot of things that you're thinking about in terms of people, relationships, connections, and just even like kind of a purpose or direction that you're having in life. It's like, do you really want to go like this route, or is something else calling you? You have to really use your third eye as kind of your guide to make some of these decisions and choices and to kind of see clearly, because you can't rely on your own sight right now. You can't rely on your own vision. You got to rely on something intuitive, another tool you got to use. You got to open up that sixth sense a little bit more and connect with it, because that's going to reveal to you the truth and what you're seeking kind of like through this month. And even with the Venus retrograde, what was kind of reflected there for you as well? What insights did you get about the work that you're doing? Do you still feel connected to the relationships that you're in, the work relationships, the romantic relationships? Do you still feel connected to, you know, what you're committing your time and energy towards? You know, it's a lot to think about, but it is also like, what is deceiving you secretly that you're probably not really fully aware of? Is it a person, a relationship? Is it, you know, friendships that you thought were like super supportive, maybe aren't super supportive? You know, is it your own mind? Are you deceiving yourself? Are you tricking, deceiving yourself? Like sometimes, you know, we can do that. So it is just thinking about what do we need to be opened up to? What needs to be revealed to us? And how can we use the power of our third eye to help us see something else, help us reveal to us the secrets that we're trying to navigate and uncover. So very interesting. Okay, just pulling some more cards here. Ooh, this one wants to jump, so I'm going to let it jump. Don't force it. Don't fight it. Don't force it. All right, interesting. Okay, so I'll tell you what I pulled and then we'll walk through it here. So what I have here is the Three of Wands reversed. I have the Five of Cups reversed. And then I have the Tower. All right, so, you know, this can definitely be a lot of emotional things involved with a correlation to energy here. So we're going to start off with the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is like, you know, you aren't ready to see the vision. The vision hasn't come to you yet. Like, you're still working your way through. You're still on that climb to get to that top of the mountain, to oversee what is yours, to oversee the possibility. And with this reversal here, it's just kind of saying, like, you know, your motivations, your energy, the action, it just like really isn't there. And it could just be like the news you figured out, the feelings that have come through just have really told you that this is not the path. This is not it. You might have to turn around. You might have to see what else is out there. You might have to start over, like reassess your options and the opportunities that are being known to you. And you know, it's okay. You're in the beginning stages of this journey. So you're in beginning stages of this year. It's okay to not have all the answers right away. It's okay to take a detour or a reroute to get closer to what you want, because just because you're on a path doesn't mean you have to continue on it. You know, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean it has to be the relationship that you commit your life to. Just because you're at a job and you worked hard to get this job doesn't mean it's the right fit. You know, sometimes things are stepping stones to get closer to what we want. And we have to allow ourselves the empathy that we change. And we're allowed to emotionally change. I know for you, Cancer, you might have a little hard time doing that because you're very used to a lot of comforting energy. Like, you find a comfortable energy or a situation or a person, and you commit to that. And that's a very beautiful thing, but sometimes that keeps you small and it's not enough. So you have to be okay with going out of your comfort zone. You have to be okay with the reroutes. You have to be okay to change direction in your course of action, and getting closer to the truth within. But your intuition, this is your saving grace. Like, you're the most psychic, intuitive sign. So use this power. Use the third eye as your superpower to kind of motivate you into a new direction. Because with the Five of Cups, you still have so much more possibility. Not all of them have spilt. It's not the game. It's not the end game. You're still in it. It's just like you're going to go about it differently this time. You've changed your course of action. You've changed your warrior song. It's time to take a new direction and figure things out. It's time to mend what is broken. It's time to heal through a lot of things that you've been carrying. And to make your load easier, you need to do that work internally. But you're still the same you. It's just, you know, emotionally you need a little bit of care, and you can't continue on like you have been because it hasn't been purposeful, really. It's causing more detriment. It's causing more harm than it is success, than it is love, than it is grace. So what is it going to take for you to think about moving forward, to think about seeing what else is out there, to not just submitting to your comfort zone because it's preventing you from growing? And then you are like, well, why don't I have this? Why isn't my life moving forward in this direction? Why aren't you having this Three of Wands moment? Well, it's because you're in your own way. And you're allowing other people to also be in your way because you won't set up boundaries. And that's why this Tower experience is here to kind of tell you, like, you got to burn it down. Either you're going to be in charge of this destruction, or the universe is going to take the lead and dismantle it for you. So it's kind of your choice. And sometimes we're in the burning tower when the universe takes control because we didn't listen to the fire alarm to get down the flight of stairs when we knew we should have. We continued to just stay and marinate and just hope that someone else would take out the fire. But you got to realize that no one is coming to save you. You got to save yourself. And how are you going to do that? You know? So that is why emotionally and physically, you got to put yourself into a new line of energy, and you have to escape this burning tower and move forward in a new direction without the consent of anyone else other than your own. Because you know, the longer that you stay, the more of the Seven of Swords is going to come up to get you. You know the truth, so stop blindsiding yourself. Stop trying to make excuses for why you haven't moved forward. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards in correlation to these tarot cards here. Okay, so pulling this. Okay, so I'm going to show you and then we'll walk it through. So I have, show me your original face, the face you had before your parents were born. And then I have, this is central headquarters. And then an offering here. Okay, so let's start off with show me original face. So this is definitely like coming back home to your soul. And this is not parental influence. This is not who your parents think you are, or, you know, how you are a reflection of your parents. This isn't how you're a reflection of your friends, mentors, whatever it is. This is you. This is your own intuitive being, your own body, your own soul body, your own spirit body coming into play. And it's a very serious energy when this shows up, because it's just really saying like you have the power to change the course of the direction of your life. And you got to get back to this headquarters here. Like, what is central headquarters for you? Get back home to yourself. Get back home to having control over your own life and having your own sense of agency in the work that you do, the relationships that you commit to, the location that you live in, you know, the way you show up in this world and express yourself. Like, you have to come back to this central, internal, and even external place of peace, of refuge, of truth within yourself and for yourself. And that's why the Five of Cups, maybe you're missing that element. Maybe you're feeling a little insecure. Maybe you're feeling like, you know what, I don't feel at home. I don't feel super connected to this space. I don't really feel connected to these people, this relationship. And I need to find a way to spiritually reconnect with myself, intuitively reconnect with myself. And you know, that's a very beautiful discovery, and knowing that you need that type of nourishment and you need to give it to yourself. And I have here an offering, and the universe is giving you the Tower as an offering, because this Tower is showing up as a time to rebuild, a time to end these feelings of inadequacy, of it's not enough, or you know, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel at home in my body, in my spirit, in my environment, whatever it is, in this relationship, in this career. You know, it's definitely like an offering is a response for you to build something better this time around. Will you allow this tower to fall? Will you allow yourself to be an instigator in this tower following, in the deconstruction of what you built? Will you allow it to fall, so you can step into a moment of beauty, of grace, of peace, that you are able to now build something better with intention? You're not just going through the motions. You're not just accepting things because it's familiar. You're doing it out of compassion, empathy, and love for yourself. So will you accept the invitation? Is this the offering that you want to take to do the hard work of deconstructing, to moving forward, to moving on from what you've built and what you've known? Will you take that chance? Or will you continue to pretend like the white picket fence is enough? All right, so I'm pulling here 2 more cards. So I'm going to pull a tarot card, and I'm pulling here an astrology card. Okay, so I'm pulling here the 10 of Cups. Let me get that clear for you. There we go. So the Ten of Cups, very beautiful energy. And then I'm pulling a waning crescent moon. There we go. So I have my little guidebook here somewhere, but I might not have it by me. But waning crescent moon, this energy, it's like definitely, Googling when you were born. I was actually born during a waning crescent moon. So it's actually, kind of curious to see like how you can work with the energy of the moon phases in terms of manifestation, in terms of healing, in terms of creativity. So, for you, maybe Google when's the next waning crescent moon? What sign is it happening in? And, how you can use that power of this moon phase to help cultivate some of this change in your life, because there's a lot of oldness that wants to get out of your life. Like, you got to get rid of the old so you can accept the newness and this completion here, this emotional fulfillment of the Ten of Cups. And it's like, the sacrifices that you make will get you to the Ten of Cups energy, and it's really a beautiful energy, but you can only access that when you decide that you want to make everlasting change and you really want to step forward in truth and compassion for your soul's mission here. And, you can only get that energy when it's reciprocal, when the people around you are on board and in connection with that like thread, with that same mentality and goal and pursuit, that this is the loving relationship. This is the emotional fulfillment element that you both are seeking in unison. So, it is like this message here at the Tower. It's like, it's an offering for you to rebuild, and it's going to be an emotional rebuild. And there's a lot of beauty and fulfillment in that. And it's like, how can you use the waning crescent moons as your medicine, as your guide to do that? Maybe this is the time you do a lot of work of restructuring, reframing your attachment to things, your goals, your visions. So very powerful, very, very powerful spread here for you, Cancer, for February. And, this energy will definitely come out to play more once your sister sign of Pisces, their season starts in the middle of the month. So definitely, hold out for that. But, right now you have a lot to think about. You have a lot to contemplate. So, pay attention to the energy and open up your third eye to what is happening around you. So thank you so much, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and definitely if you want a personal reading with me, head over to my website. I have readings on sale right now. I have tarot and a mix of astrology, and I also have some really cool like vintage trinkets and spell candles to shop. So check out all the things, and thank you so much, and I'll see you next month.